Today I'm going to show you how to install PowerStop's Z36 truck and tow brake kit on this 2017 Ford F-250. Let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that we're going to do is remove the two 16mm bolts that's holding on our caliper to our caliper bracket. It's going to be this bolt up here and then the bolt down here. Now you want to make sure as you're taking out the second bolt that you're kind of holding the caliper against the bracket and the rotor, because it's going to want to fall if you're not holding it. So once you have that out, you can just pull this off. Now if you're swapping out your calipers and stuff on a older vehicle, this will probably be easier for you. Our vehicle's only got a couple thousand miles, so we actually have quite a bit of our brake pads still left, which is why it's going to be a little bit tighter here. And then once you get that off, you just want to use a caliper hanger or some kind of bungee and just have that held out of the way like that. Then from here, we can take our brake pads off. Just like that. Next thing we're going to do is use a 21mm to remove our brake caliper bracket, which is going to be the bolt here and then the bolt right here. And we can set our bracket out of the way. Now we can just pull off our rotor. Now we're going to take our new rotor, set it in place. Now we can use a couple lug nuts to kind of hold it. Just going to thread those all the way down. Now out of the box, your rotors should be marked passenger and driver side, but if they're not, you just want to make sure that your slots and your holes, you can kind of tell that they're angled in one direction. They're going to be angled towards the rear of the truck. Now your kit is going to come with some new hardware to go on your caliper bracket. It's going to come with new metal clips. To change those out, you're just going to pull the old one off like that, and then you can push the new one on. Now if you're running an older truck, you probably need to change all this stuff out. Again, like I said before, our truck only has a couple thousand miles on it. It's not very old, so I'm actually going to leave all of these in place. And then if you're going to change out your bushings, this piece just pulls off like that, and then you can pull the bushing off and then replace it. When you're sticking this back in, you want to make sure that you lubricate it, and then you can just push it back into place like that. Now we're going to reinstall our caliper bracket, same way we removed it. Put our factory bolts back in. And then we can use our 21mm to tighten those up to factory spec. Next, we can install our new brake pads. Now our kit's going to come with some lubricating grease, and we're going to put some of that on the spots where our caliper is going to slide over the top of our brake pad. So that's going to be in this corner and on the corner at the bottom. We're going to do this on both brake pads. And that's just going to help this it's just going to help our caliper slide over our brake pads, not give us too much trouble. And they fit in just like that, just like you took the factory ones out. We're going to do that on both sides of our brake pads. And then also on the pad that's going to go on the back, we want to lubricate in the middle where our piston is going to push against our brake pad. So in the corners, and in the center. And this is just going to help cut down on any kind of noise that might come from your brake pads while you're braking. So our next step would be to compress our piston on our caliper so that we can get it over our new brake pads. Since our brakes are still kind of new, ours is already compressed. But if yours doesn't look like this, what you would want to do is crack open your bleeder on the other side. Make sure you have something to catch your brake fluid, and then you can use a brake pad, put it against the piston, and then use a C-clamp, go over the piston and the outside of the caliper, and then compress it until it's almost flush. Now with our piston compressed, we can put our caliper over our brake pads. Make sure you push in both sides of your brake pads, and everything should slide into place. And then you just want to line up the holes in your caliper with the holes in your bracket. And then we can reinstall our factory bolts. Now once we get both bolts started, we can use our 16mm to tighten those down. Again, we're going to tighten those down to factory torque. Now you're going to want to repeat that process on your other side. Now that we've completed the front, we got our wheels and tires back on, we've got the back lifted up now, and this is going to be a similar process to the front. First thing that we're going to do is remove the two 16mm bolts that are holding our caliper to our bracket. Then we can pull our caliper off and hang it up out of the way. So with the rear caliper, you're not going to have as much room because it's going to have a shorter line here. So I'm going to use both of my caliper hangers, kind of tie them together, and that should hang it up out of the way nicely. Now I can take my brake pads out. And then we're going to remove the two 24mm bolts in the back here that are holding our bracket to our axle. And then we can just set that aside. Now your back rotors are most likely going to be stuck on, so what we need to do is go to the back of the rotor with a piece of wood and a mallet and just gently tap on it until it starts to come loose. Now if you should have had the emergency brake on for the front part of this kit. You want to make sure that you have that off before you start hitting the rotor in the back. So we're just going to tap on it a few times, and then we're going to rotate it. Hit it a few times. And then rotate it. Oh, and then you can see it's coming loose, and then you can just pull it off. Now we can put our new rotor on. Now on our caliper bracket, again, same as the front, we're going to get new hardware pieces to go on. Again, this truck's not very old. We only have a couple thousand miles on it, so I'm going to leave all the hardware. But at this time, if you want to switch it out, or you have a old truck, you're going to want to switch them out. And you're going to do that at this time. And then we can move from there to actually putting this back on the truck. Just going to go over our new rotor with our factory bolts. Just going to thread those in. And then we can go ahead and tighten those down to factory spec. We're going to do the same as the front, where we're going to put some of our brake lubricant on the back of our brake pads, where it is going to come into contact with our caliper. Then we can slide those into place. On the back pad, we also want to make sure that we put some lubricant around where the piston is going to push up against the brake pad as well, which is going to be right around the piece right here. And then push that brake pad into place as well. So now we need to push our piston in on our caliper. so that it's flush with the caliper so that we can get it over our new brake pads. To do that, first I'm going to break the bleeder on the back right here. It's going to be a 3/8. Okay, that'll relieve the pressure on the piston, and then we can put a brake pad over our piston, and then we're going to use a C-clamp and tighten that down. Now when you're doing this, you want to make sure that the piston is compressing evenly. You want to try to have your clamp as close to the center as possible. All right, go ahead, take it, loosen it. Just like that. Once you have that, you can close your bleeder. And then we can take our caliper and slide it over our brake pads and into position. Reinstall our bolts. And then we're going to tighten those down to factory spec with our 16mm. Then you're going to want to spray this whole area down with brake clean, and you're going to want to repeat this process on the opposite side. When you get both sides installed, you want to make sure that you go back through and bleed your brakes and then top off your brake fluid. Alright guys, that completes the installation. If you have any questions, give us a call or visit us online.